Alright, here we go. It's 5GC here, back with another video. And today I will be taking a look at the Season 4 sets from LEGO Ninjago. The Tournament of Elements sets. I will be ranking every single set. And as I've said before, I'm only including like the main sets, none of the gimmick sets or polybags. Although I don't believe there really weren't any gimmick sets for this wave, there were most likely polybags, but yeah, this is all of the sets I have right here. So yeah, let's just get into it. First up, we have the Jungle Trap set. And I don't know where I'm going to put this because it was a pretty small set. It came with Tournament Kai and one of the Anacondri Warriors or Anacondri Cultists. But I mean, honestly, I don't really know how I feel about this set. Maybe I'll put it in D tier or maybe C tier. I mean, it is a small set, so there isn't really too much you can do with it. I don't really care for the Anaconda or Cortez, but that is a pretty nice Kai minifigure. I do like it, so I'll put it in C tier, but I mean, anyway, there are better sets we have to look at. Like the next set, I believe this is the Lava Falls. I always called it the Lava Bridge. And honestly, I do think this set is certainly better. I don't know, okay, maybe I'll put this in D tier just because it's not really that good of a set. If I got it, I probably would be happy because just I get a Kai minifigure, but there's much better sets than this. I think this set will be C tier because you get Tournament Cole, and you get one of the Anaconda cultures, and you have this nice build. It's supposed to represent a scene from the show, like when all the Elemental Masters are going up against each other when they have different challenges in the tournament. But I mean, overall, I don't really think this set is really that good. I mean, it was probably a nice, good, cheap way to get coal. A nice, good, cheap set. But I mean, other than that, I mean, it does have a collectible Jade Blade. But I mean, a lot of this, I'm pretty sure all of the sets had Jade Blades in it. Those were the collectibles for the season. But there are better, way better sets to look at this than this one. So next up, we have the Electromech. I think this set is amazing, but the Electromech kind of has some history to it. Well, not really a lot of history. There's not really a lot to go into. But if you remember the Legacy Electromech that looked garbage, the 4 plus mech, that set was absolutely terrible. It was like probably the worst Ninjago set of all time. I'm not even exaggerating. Like there's typically a few sets which Ninjago fans will consider the worst set of all time. There's the Electromech, there's the J or the Kai Dragon from the Core Wave, and then there's that terrible Ultra Combo Raider or whatever the heck it was called that came out for Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2. But that's another video for another day. The Electromech, the original mech, was pretty good. You got Tournament J and you got Anaconda and an Anaconda cultist. I wish it probably could have came with two villain minifigures, but I think this is a pretty amazing set, all things considered. It looks accurate to the show. But next up, we have Lloyd's Jungle Raider. I didn't even need to look at the words in order to even know which one this is, but okay, this set is pretty cool. You get Lloyd, Tournament Robe Lloyd, and you get an Anaconda Cultist, but these were kind of like the smaller sets of the wave, just to get the ninja, so I don't really consider these to be the most interesting, but I really like it. Now, granted, it's not as good as some of the other sets, but I mean, you get a Lloyd vehicle and you get the structure for the villain. I think this is a pretty nice set, a pretty decent value, but I mean, maybe, I don't know if I put it in B tier, maybe C tier. I mean, they could have done better for the Jungle Raider, to be honest. But for what we got for the time, I guess it was good. But now we're starting to get into some of the more interesting stuff. So I don't actually know how much the piece is for this one, but I do believe these pieces that's 236, and I'm pretty sure that one has way more. So, and it's also really hard to do because some of these just didn't have a piece count. But next up, we have Cole's Boulder Blaster. I think this set is amazing. If you remember back in season 4, and in the Noodle Factory, Cole, Karloff, Jacob, a bunch of the other elemental masters who were basically sent there by Chen. Like they basically found a way out. They had to build a way out, and they came together to create the Boulder Blaster. I think this was pretty amazing. It's an amazing set. Now I do believe they ended up recreating this for Legacy. I may be wrong though, because I know they did create it for Legacy, and I think the Legacy one is a lot better than this. But this was still pretty good. I consider this an A tier set for this season. Like it looks after you get coal. Now I do wish it came with another Elemental Master. Like I wish it came with Karloff because Karloff was there. But I mean, for 236 pieces, you get 3 minifigures. You get the Coal Boulder Blaster. I think it's amazing for the price. Well, I don't know what the price was. But next up we have. So I do believe this one is going to have a lot more pieces. So I guess we can do this one. This was like one of the Anaconda like cruiser vehicles. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like very common and popular throughout the show, or at least throughout the season. And it comes with a Zukin Kai, and it comes with the Anaconda cultist. I don't really think the set is anything that amazing, to be honest, but I do like that Jungle Kai. I'm just gonna call him Jungle, because I do believe the official name is called the Zukin robes, but I'm just gonna call him Jungle. I like these robes more. I like these robes way better than I like the tournament robes. But I mean, I don't know if I like it more than the Loy vehicle, but it's a villain vehicle. You can't really go wrong with that. So, okay, I'm gonna need to stop scrolling in like that. But, yeah, I don't really know. But next up, we have, I think this is the Anaconda Copter. I think this set was pretty cool. It comes with 3 minifigures. It comes with Skylar, Chen, and an Anaconda cultist, which I believe this guy's name is Izor. I think it may even be better just because I like builds like this. Like it just looks like such an amazing build. Comes with 311 pieces. Chen. Well, I already kind of mentioned that, but it's a villain vehicle, and I really liked how Lego did a lot of the like villain sets back in the day. Because nowadays, like probably have to do another video about it. I don't really know what footage I would have, but let me just go on a quick tangent real quick. Like I'm about halfway done. They don't really do a lot of villain sets. I know I recently said this in a few other videos. I previously said this, but they rarely ever do a villain set. Like some of the ones I can think of off the top of my head as well, the Thunder thing I just mentioned that I actually have the set. There was also the Motion Dragon. Okay, that wasn't a villain set, that was a hero set, but it came with a villain build. But there was also the Blood Moon Temple, which was fully a villain set. And there's also the Aaron Road Buggy Race Car. Now, that set is a hero set, but if you've seen in the show, it was a villain vehicle. But when they made it a set, they just decided to make it an Aaron vehicle for some reason. Yeah, Aaron used it, but like, technically, I mean, it's not really a villain set though. It's just how it was in how it was in the show. But tangent over. Let's move on. We have this set. I don't know what it was called, but it kind of looked like a training dojo. But I think this set is amazing. And actually, when I think of Tournament of the Element sets, this is what comes to mind. Heck, I might even like it more than a Boulder Blast. I think this is kind of encapsulates what I actually do think that this set was literally called the Tournament of Elements. Unless that is another set coming up. But it came with Tournament Kai, Karloff, Griffin Turner, and an Anaconda cultist. I think this set is perfect. It's a nice structure build, kind of encapsulates the tournament well. And I mean, I think the Kai and Karloff is perfect. As we remember in the first episode, I think it was when the whole ninja team in the first episode in season 4, when they were all getting on the boat, Kai and Karloff had a fight, and I think this is what they were referencing in the set. But I mean, I think it's pretty good. And also, I do believe they ended up fighting at the end of one of the episodes. I think it was episode 2 or episode 3, whichever episode it was. I think it might have been episode 1 or 2. But you get the point. Like, they were both fighting. Kai did end up winning because he cheated. But I just really like this set, especially the minifigures. Now, I guess realistically, this would be a better set. But I don't know. I kind of like this set better. But next up, we have the Ice Dragon. I don't think it was called the Ice... No, it was called the Titanium Dragon. And I think it's an alright set. You get Zane, Titanium Zane, you get Klaus, and you get one of the Anacondrae. Because this is when they were fully turned into Anacondrae by the end of the season. And to be honest, I don't really know. Maybe I'd have to see more angles of the dragon. But I mean, I just think Lego does. I think Lego has done better dragons than this. But you do get Klaus and Titanium Zane, and Titanium Zane is probably one of the most valuable Zane minifigures. And for that, I think I'd probably put it at the top of B tier. I don't know if I quite like it more than this, just because I just like this set better. But it's not a bad set. I don't think it's an A tier set. Now, I do think the Zane Titanium minifigure is an A tier Zane minifigure, but I don't know. I don't really care for the dragon that much. But we have two more sets to get to, so let's get to it. Next up, we have this set. Um, so it doesn't have the name to it, but this is like when they were on the island. I think they were looking for Nia. It comes with Chin, an Anaconda cultist. Actually, comes with one of the Anaconda warriors. Comes with Jay, and Lloyd in their tournament, not tournament, but Zukin or jungle robes. I think this sets an amazing structure build. It also has like this purple snake, which is kind of reference to Klaus's pet snake. While I'm really trembling over my words in this video, I think it's a pretty great structure build, and I like the minifigures it comes with. I think it'll probably probably will up here, maybe even better. But I don't know, maybe right here I think that's appropriate. But next up we have the Ninja DBX, which was kind of like the biggest set of the wave. And honestly, I'm gonna have to put it S tier. I love the Ninja DBX. It's an amazing vehicle. It's an amazing set. Comes with Jungle Kai, Samurai X, Sensei Garmadon, Pythor, and it also comes with an Anaconda cultist. This is amazing. I wish I could find a better image of this, but this is actually, I can find a better image of it. Let me pull it up real quick. Alright, so this is kind of like what it looks like bigger, like at a bigger image. I think this is an amazing set. I absolutely love this, and in the show, it could actually be disguised as other vehicles. Like they just need to disguise it as a noodle truck. Now they aren't gonna make a noodle truck into a set for obvious reasons, but these are all the minifigures. It's a pretty good set of minifigures. Um, but yeah, I absolutely love this set. I'm gonna see if I can find a better image of it. Well, I guess that's all I can really find. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you take it apart. So when you take it, not really take it apart, but it could have also been used as a ninja base, which is what I really liked about this set. It can transform. But let's just get back to the tier list. So yeah, not unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but fortunately, nothing ended up in the F tier. But yeah, this is my final list. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video.